And we were talking about elections and oaths, and Arizona has taken a new approach to the way that they're coming about elections, affirmations, that sort of thing. And with us today is Jackie from Arizona to describe that for us. And so in the area of elections, so Jackie, let me make sure that I've got you up and running here. And how about now? Jackie?
Hi, Ray, can you hear me?
We can hear you, and I'll make you the presenter. So hang on. There you are.
Just a second, I'm showing my screen.
All righty.
So I cannot make it go back. There we go. So in Arizona, someone brought up the oaths. We also had oaths in Arizona, but I worked with the Attorney General's office to change them to affirmations, because this meant that I didn't need to get notary signatures on the oaths from the supervisors. By the way, this is Jackie Thomas. I'm the program manager of districts for the state of Arizona, and work a lot with just the legislative and legal requirements of the districts. So we had elections last Saturday, and I was pretty anxious about that, with having polling stations and then asking supervisors to go and get notaries. I wasn't really sure what the state was directing on that, so we just changed them to having affirmations. And so they sign it under subject to penalty of perjury, and they are signing it that it is who they are. I also require that they send me their cooperators agreement and a copy of their voter's registration card and their driver's license, so I can validate this document when I get it back. And then the final product looks like this, and it just doesn't have the notary component over here. And also down here, I need to change it to affirmation, but it's a legal document that's going to work fine, that I can mail out to the districts and that the supervisors, and they can mail back to me. And we do actually keep a document at the Secretary of State's office. So we have a different sort of legal recording system than they do in Colorado. And then the other thing that I did was worked with the state commissioner, the state land commissioner, on changing this to a mail-in election rather than having a polling station. So the important parts on that was that the ballots could be either mailed back to the district or handed into the district by the election date, which was May 2nd, versus them having an open polling station. And then I just clarified in this order how we were going to do it. I wanted the ballots to be sealed when they were returned and signed by the voter on the back, on the outside. And then when they were taken to the polling location or the district office is where they were taken, the election board would verify the signature on their cooperators list, and then open them up and putting the ballots on one side and the envelopes on the other side, and then tabulate the ballots anonymously. And then I also tasked them with maintaining their election material according to the retention schedule of the state. And that worked out fine. The elections were over the weekend and we didn't have any problems. And that became an order from the commissioner. And I don't know if we'll move to doing, I have a feeling that keeping the oaths as affirmations is going to be a lot easier on the supervisors getting the documentation back to me, because it'll take way too long sometimes for someone on a ranch or a farm to track down a notary on the day that they're open and get them signed and back to me. And so I'm hoping to maybe stay with affirmations, because it'll speed up that process of approving supervisors. I'm not sure we'll stay with mail-in ballots for the elections, but it worked. So we may do that in the future. And that's all I have to share.
Thanks so much, Jackie. It sure caught my attention, the ability to be able to do the elections in a much different way.